Eject. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Debbie. Hope you're all doing well. Serving some 90s executive realness today. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who left such sweet comments on my last video. I really appreciate it, and it means the world to me that you guys care what I have to say. Like, it really does. And I didn't mean that I was going to stop making videos, but honestly, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making videos, because I don't know, you guys, just doing this makes me so happy. So honestly, thank you so much. Bottom of my heart, like, you don't even know how much it means to me. It means so much. That being said, I wanted to today talk about something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about the astrology of Amberheard. And I kind of know about this because she's a Taurus and I'm a Taurus. I think she's born April 22nd and I'm actually born April 25th. But even though we are so close in the birthday, technically we are not really the same sign, because she's born on the cusp. So on April 20th, it changes from Aries to Taurus, and she's born on April 22nd, so 2 days after that change happens. So she's considered on the cusp of both signs, and that cusp happens to be called the cusp of power. And she shares that being born under that cusp with such infamous people as Hitler, Catherine the Great, and Lenin. So yeah, and it's called the cusp of power because these people are driven by power. They want power. That's their nature. Taurus, we are simply too lazy for that. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is the goddess of love and beauty. So while we are materialistic, we do like nice things. It's just because we are ruled by the goddess of love and beauty. We like to be surrounded by beautiful things. We just like to have a nice aesthetic. We're very creative. We like to make our home nice and comfortable. We are very easygoing. We're very boring. We're homebodies. Obviously, not everyone's going to be the exact same under the sign, but that is the general consensus. Whereas Aries is more outgoing. They're more spontaneous. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the god of war. They like to be seen. They like to have fun. They like to be basically like the life of the party, whereas Taurus is more boring. Aries is more spontaneous. They like to go with the flow. They make rash decisions, whereas Taurus, we like to plan things out way in advance. We are very much into stability. We don't like change. Aries loves change. They don't like being stagnant. They are easily bored. So, of course, those are two very opposing ideas. And Aries is very ambitious. Taurus, we're just kind of like, I don't want to ruffle the waters. I want to be comfortable. Like, we can be leaders, but we're just kind of lazy. I don't know. We just like to be, we get into the rut a lot of the times where we get comfortable. Whereas Aries is very much, they want to keep going. They're ambitious. They're always on to thinking about the next best thing. Those are two very opposing things. So think about when you combine the love of nice things, which for the most part, Taurus, we do like those nice things, but not at the cost of hurting other people. That's the general rule. Obviously there's evil Tauruses as well, but that's kind of the general rule. But Aries, when you have that warlike mentality, there's that tendency to want those materialistic things and stopping at nothing to get it, stopping at nothing to get power. With the cusp of power, if you're on their good books, if you play by their rules, they can be your best friend. But God help you if you don't align with what they want. They will have power by any means necessary, whether it's given, taken, whatever the case may be. So it can be quite a dangerous sign. Some have even said that it's the most dangerous combination in the zodiac. They say that the most intense signs could be Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, and I believe Leo. So those are the ones that can be like the most intense. For example, like Taurus, we do have anger. That's why they say you mess with the bull, you get the horns. However, the tendency is to kind of pull away. Like when we feel ourselves getting angry, we tend to pull away. But of course, if someone keeps picking at us, then we can lose our temper. Aries also has a temper. So imagine that temper on top of temper. And Aries, being ruled by the god of war, they're not as good at controlling their temper as Taurus can be. So imagine those two very strong signs combined. It's a lot of anger, a lot of stubbornness, because Taurus is very, very stubborn. You know, there's that saying, bull-headed. So you have the stubbornness of Taurus, and you also have the stubbornness of Aries. It's the bull and the ram. Why this cusp in particular can be so dangerous is because Taurus, we're very creative. We have a lot of ideas. We're really good at, you know, coming up with things, daydreaming. And then Aries is the execution, which Taurus lacks. We have all these beautiful, well, sometimes not beautiful, but we have lots of ideas, but we're lazy. Taurus, let's be real. Taurus is known for being lazy. I'm lazy. I'm lazy as fuck, I'll be honest. That's the Taurus thing. We like to be comfortable. We like to Netflix and chill. We're very boring. We like stability. So when you combine that, the ideas, with the drive, the stop at nothing drive of Aries, can be explosive. It's a very dangerous sign. It can be very calculating. They have the ability to think of these things in advance, and the execution of Aries. That's why they call it the cusp of power, because these people born under this cusp they're driven by power. They will stop at nothing to get power. Like I said, Catherine the Great, Lenin, Hitler, both share that cusp with Amberheard. And the reason why I know so much about it is because I very narrowly escaped with my life and was not born under this sign. I'm sure if I was born a few days earlier, I'd be a very different person, but I'm not. I'm a very lazy person. I can be, I'll be honest. I definitely am not driven by power or like anything like that, but that's why it's scary. It is a scary side. Can you imagine? Like, just think about sharing that cusp with those kinds of people. It's intense. Aries Taurus the Aries Taurus cusp can be known to be quite violent, very stubborn on top of stubborn, to be honest. They can be known to take their love of sensuality and depravity to a whole other level. Of course, not to say that everyone born under this cusp is bad, but you can use power for good or power for evil. If you don't keep yourself in check, it can become very toxic. But definitely, people born in this sign definitely want the best that life has to offer. To the extent that some have killed people, they have invaded countries and all these crazy things, and they don't tolerate failure at all. And they have the biggest egos you can think of. And if you dare challenge them, you face their incredible wrath. Obviously, some people might have limits, but to some, if you go to that really dark extent, they will probably do whatever it takes to get what they want, often at the expense of others. Again, not everyone is like this, but if you veer towards the darkest part of the sign, that's what can happen. And if someone challenges them or tries to take away their throne, God help those who incur their wrath. It said that they're unstoppable. People should just accept defeat from people born under this sign because they'll stop at nothing. But I don't necessarily believe that because, you know, Hitler was defeated, thank God. All these dictators, you know, they were defeated eventually. So I always am a firm believer that good triumphs over evil. So if you are an evil person, karma will come back around. That's not a reason to be afraid, but it is good to know what you're dealing with astrologically. Quite simply put, the Aries Taurus cusp, they are after power. They hunger for power. They want, whether it's money, respect, fame, they want it all. They want the best that life has to offer. And sometimes they'll stop at nothing to get it. While they seem to seek more power, money, or fame, what they really want is to be somebody. They will go after that goal. And sometimes they will trample over you if you get in the way of that goal. If you play by their rules, oh yeah, they'll reward you handsomely, but if you get in their way, they'll try to trample over you. So yeah, very interesting to me. Very interesting to me that she was born under this cusp. I'm so happy that I narrowly missed being under this cusp because I would be probably a very different person. I'm really into astrology. I like being a Taurus. I like being boring, and I like not hungering for power and all these things. Like, having nice things is nice, but not at any cost, basically. Even though Amber is a Taurus, don't discount all Tauruses because Amber is actually on the cusp. So don't hold that against us Tauruses. We are not the bad ones here. Amber, as a Taurus, we do not claim her. I don't know, did you find that interesting? Are you into astrology? Hopefully. Let me know what you think. Does this click in? Do you think this makes sense? Let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. And thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.